They're poised in that second half.
Our terrific officiating crew, and
because of his style of play. Just didn't move the basketball very well than it was the last game.
Jerome able to probing Allen.
Mitchell to be aggressive, side to side. It created a lot
On the strength of their three-point shooting can flip.
Allen creates it.
Neesmith the force.
The Pacers to dictate.
Missed it the other day. Here's Neesmith. Bump Siakam open floor.
Did a phenomenal job, but if it doesn't change.
As they handle things tonight.
When you shift eyes and shift
hard catch and shoot. Mitchell tripped up
in game one. In game one.
Max Strus last. Nembhard, that's a deep three.
Just to move the ball with
20 shots. Traveling back. Donovan Mitchell. Here comes Strus.
Playoff runs he had with the Jazz. Mitchell felt
wasted no time, but Kenny Atkinson season. But Greg, as you know better than
Portman, I tell you, this stretch here with our to really create
out for the Pacers. Turner, Hart, Indiana. Greg has missed.
They haven't gotten their running.
Cavaliers 4 of their first 13. Mathurin picks up his second and just 15. And ball movement,
especially against a crappy.
Beautiful pass. This is Okoro underneath it.
To create better spacing, and they've extended. Gonna get the pass with Howard.
Here comes Allen. A series in which basically everyone was.
It's a little more with Mitchell and
onto his back, chisels his way into the Pacers. Have as many field goals as been the fake of his game for a guy his size. The NBA postseason,
to defend.
7-point Cavs lead. Nembhard travel. So back-to-back turnovers. Now on the attack to the.
But tonight,
and you alluded to it earlier
with the pass, and I think if you're down on his talent to do that for this group.
Meet McConnell setting the table.
Neesmith, Nembhard, these are guys.
Mitchell 3 to shoot up to the
rim. It gives you a much better chance.
But again, the only question at this point. Down 1-0, well short. Merrill, Garland, no Hunter, and look at how
here in the first quarter.
So another turnover. Sensing a huge momentum shift here. Extra feed. Merrill.
team on how to clean that up.
On their lead, here comes Siakam.
The entire game one.
Pacers turnover. Donovan Strus will pull.
Many possessions.
He's looking for.
Got much better shots here.
Strus the reset. Mates pulls up free throw line jump.
You heard Rick Carlisle talk about it.
The corner. Mathurin for the little
to create great looks in that. To this lead.
We crossed the 9-minute mark. Quarter turnover. McConnell.
Job of not allowing that to be the case. What
a big development.
Definitely gotten better here.
Into the paint.
And not just settling.
Denver OKC.
Of the Pacers.
Turner on the box. Pacers looker.
Starts with their defense. They're
down. So we come up. Turner turns and eases their offense. Bounce. Strus.
Good here for the Cavs. Live.
There with that wrist, but he remains on the court, guys.
20 points earlier. Cut it to 10. Strus. Max Strus already
8 here in the
Nembhard. Boy, that light.
A little bit more how they attack.
Summer of when they first got him, he showed up and
making.
Nembhard wide open, but initially by Allen. Effect on his caliber.
That kind of team, they really
short arm.
He's play terrific defense.
Percentage now as a team is up to 48. Sizes up Allen. Temps. Mitchell.
Impressive finish by Mitchell. Game, they're still within striking distance.
I'm going to get him reset. Turner, players in the history of the franchise, elevates.
Down that
Emhard open, catching.
back to playing Pacers ball.
Halliburton, little body stars in the sport. Kins lead, bounce. Allen.
Prowess in that first, that second, and the Pacers have to feel.
Did get that wrist x-rayed.
I'm sure they worked on it after the extra. Mitchell just playing on a different.
15 more shots in that game.
Indiana gets it back after another turnover, and Emhard. Cap to start all 82 games this year.
Not as confident shooting
Game. He's got 8-10.
Offensively.
Ty Jerome, 14 turnovers in the first count. Force.
That's a stat, Spiro, as transition opportunity.
Boy, what? Mitchell.
Round masterful performance thus far.
Short-handed is Turner. Knifes in underneath. Fisher's corner. Mitchell. Tonight, Indiana proving to everybody
with how they want to play offense.
Mitchell. Beautiful. Before this thing's
ton of time left in this game, too.
Oh, my goodness, where did that? Neesmith is going to fire. Ty Jerome from 3 game 1. No round in Chicago with that play. Topping. Kept alive. Jerome.
Finally, you can see short on just about critical this quarter.
Boy, Okoro is hurt. Jerome, Strus pulls up. Bench. Halliburton on the bench. 11 points for Mathurin. Strus and McConnell. Boy, bench. Strus fires. McConnell open 3.
To pass that one up.
It's 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. Well played to spin the fade. Allen's feet in the Mathurin turns the corner. Hit the paint. Donovan Mitchell
to take advantage.
Comes Mitchell, but it's a scary sight.
Knocks down his first 3.
Mathurin has 2 quarters of this game. And here he comes. And Donovan Mitchell
at the start of the third to just.
This is Walker. Aaron hopping on a leak out. Boy, beautiful feed. 14 from Merrill.
Pacers right now.
Wade is chipped in with those 7 rebounds. Aaron Neesmith back on the Smith corner 3. Massive. How do these coaches now handle the rotation? It has Javonte Green on the floor. No Garland, no Hunter.
A lot of guys who've had opportunities over a lot of time in this game to win one-on-one battles.
Max Strus, one of the high. Back, that's a long 2. Here comes Strus up. Tempo faster as Turner.
On that possession.
The block, run out, Mathurin. And
move because Cavs right now struggle.
Allen and Mitchell underneath. 4th quarter. Cavaliers 64 wins this season. Desperately trying to avoid them twisting, turning.
Create the leverage on that possession.
2. Halliburton. Halliburton now elevates. Backner extending.
And aggressive. The
in their favor. As for something about this Pacers team is Mitchell splits 2 off the.
He hurt DeAndre playoffs. Obviously, he's got 3.
I just thought that the Cavs.
Teams have been hit with a technical in that category here in the league. The chess match.
You know each other so well.
Foul against the Cavs. Indiana rims out. Neesmith sneak. Okoro. It's teeing up in a tough spot.
Nope.
Mitchell, who Emhard, couple of chippies.
And he's just to be there on the attack.
Emhard, a little bit of contact.
Emhard to get the finish.
This crowd,
those guys offensively that you rely.
They have those monitors behind the bench. Here comes Strus, a little bit of contact. A short-handed Cavaliers team underneath a spin, and the Okoro into the paint.
For rhythm 3s.
Neesmith corner 3, 5th triple of the night.
Mitchell to get to the rim.
Halliburton. Mitchell against Neesmith. This is Nembhard from D.
Has rallied and responded.
And Denver trying to take what would be a.
In the guard, the post.
And this is trying to turn the corner, goes glass.
It's the initial point of attack.
Turns the favor. Here comes Siakam like a in Indiana. Up high. Situations, just trying to take those deep breaths.
There's going to be a lot of contact.
Working into the paint where he's gassed. Team gets it to Strus from deep.
Pass.
Donovan Mitchell telling Halliburton, chiseling to the cup. They get it into the hands of Mitch. First free throws of the.
But collectively, they've done it.
Rear. Siakam in that clincher against Milwaukee. 7 seconds. Contact. Halliburton on the attack. Allen Siakam attacks and unbelievable. And here he comes to the cup.
No, that's a great call. And they've much better job of getting open.
Burton steps back. The Indiana. My goodness, where did that? Halliburton bottled up. Neesmith is going to fire. Spectators in a collision. Ty Jerome at the top. Indiana was 53% from 3 in game 1. Nope. Max Strus thought he was back on the playground in Chicago with that play. Topping. Short. Kept alive. Jerome
has really been struggling to find it. You can see short on just about next 3 minutes or so is critical. Kickstart the rest of this quarter.
Boy, Okoro is hurt. Ben Shepherd defending Jerome. Strus pulls up. Advantage here with Mitchell on the bench. Halliburton on the bench.
Allen.
7 points for Mathurin. Strus. McConnell. Boy, for the reins of the offense here with Mitchell on the bench. Strus fires. Shepherd back to McConnell. Open 3.
Point shooter, but he was so open, hard to pass that one up.
20 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blopping into the paint. Well played to spin the fade.
For transition opportunity.
Allen's feet in the
from fatigue.
Mathurin turns the corner. Hit. So they pull everyone off the paint. Cleveland holding this 14-point lead.
For the Pacers.
Eastern semi. Donovan Mitchell.
Cross match, and Mitchell able to take advantage in this quarter.
Here comes Mitchell, but it's a scary sight. Otherworldly.
Quality minutes. Merrill knocks down his first 3. Bit of adversity here in the postseason.
Mathurin that have come in the last 2 quarters of this game. And here we're at again here in Cleveland. And Donovan Mitchell.
Those minutes a little bit here at the start of the third to just.
Did NBA Coach of the Year. Otto. This is Walker. Aaron. A little bit of a push. Toppin on a leak out. Boy, beautiful feed. Mitchell steps back.
Not everybody who stepped on the court.
14 from Merrill.
If you're Rick Carlisle, you want to see from the Pacers right now.
20 for Jared Allen. Dean Wade has chipped in with those 7 rebounds. Rick Carlisle makes a couple of changes. Aaron Neesmith back on the floor. 4 seconds. Halliburton sets up Neesmith. Corner 3. Massive. All right, Jared, how do these coaches now handle the rotation? Atkinson has Javonte Green on the floor. No Mobley, no Garland, no Hunter.
Coach Atkinson knows he's got a lot of guys who've had opportunities over. He said all of that, Farrell. Still a lot of time in this game. The Pacers aren't built to win one-on-one battles.
Max Strus, one of the hot. Siakam steps back. That's a long 2. Knocks it loose. Here comes Strus up. Trying to make the tempo faster as Turner.
Cross matches, and that was an example of it there on that possession.
Able to get the block, run out Mathurin.
That is absolutely the right move because Cavs right now struck.
Break for the Pacers. Loose ball right to Allen and Mitchell underneath. Early stages, 4th quarter. Cleveland Cavaliers, 64 wins this season. The stakes tonight. Desperately trying to avoid off the Mitchell miss. Here's Siakam twisting, turning.
Allow for Siakam to create the leverage on that possession.
And Allen. Garland's got 22. Halliburton has dipped significantly. Halliburton now in the first half off a collision. Mitchell elevates back the 8-minute mark. Turner extending.
That's how much faster and aggressive the
play can change the tempo of this game in their favor. As there's something about this Pacers team is
tempo here to start this fourth.
Mitchell splits two off the.
But those plays that ultimately hurt DeAndre are available to play in the playoffs. Obviously, he's got 3.
Excessive by any means. I just thought that the Cavs blood.
Indiana. And both teams have been hit with a technical in that category. Getting his due now as the new coach of the year in the league. The chess match.
So that's the thing about the postseason, because you know each other so well. Get out of hand.
13 foul against the Cavs. Indiana steps back, fires, rims out. Neesmith sneak. A miraculous win in overtime. Okoro.
Just a little bit offensively here.
Come on. Boy, D'ing up in a tough spot.
That one just enough to affect the shot.
He's all over the place. Mitchell. Nembhard misses a couple of chippies.
And he's just in your mind. You're expecting Allen to be there on the attack.
Nembhard, a little bit of contact.
That is a huge play there by Nembhard to get the finish.
Such supreme confidence earlier. This crowd.
And Ty Jerome would be one of those guys offensively that you rely on.
Every NBA coach now, they have those monitors behind the bench. Here comes Strus, a little bit of contact. A short-handed Cavaliers team looking for some daylight. Turner underneath a spin and the big night. 23 points. Here comes Okoro into the paint.
Defensively, where you're creating opportunities for rhythm threes and force somebody else to beat you.
Neesmith, corner 3.
Defensively.
Neesmith with his 5th triple of the night.
The Pacers don't allow Donovan Mitchell to get to the rim.
Halliburton left-hander in Cleveland. Mitchell against Neesmith. Screen back, Turner into the corner. This is Nembhard from D.
Better about how your group has rallied and responded.
Morrow, Knicks and Celtics. And Denver trying to take what would be a...
He's getting switched on bigs, having to guard the post.
Good night. And this good close by Strus, trying to turn the corner, goes glass.
Nembhard also, a lot of times, it's the initial point of attack deep, the difficult shot.
So Turner returns the favor. Here comes Siakam like a first full season in Indiana. Mitchell up high. Moments, dead ball situations, just trying to take those deep breaths.
And generally for him to get free throw attempts, there's going to be a lot of contact.
Halliburton working into the paint.
He's too tired to even run back and help.
Or he's gassed. Mitchell, shadow, double team, gets it to Strus from deep.
Hey, Spider Mitchell has had.
Donovan Mitchell telling them off here, final 66 seconds. Halliburton chiseling to the cup.
To play it out.
They get it into the hands of Mitchell. 20th and 21st free throws of the
possessions for this group, but collectively they've done it.
Put this up with anything he's done in his career. Siakam. Keep in mind what Indiana did in that clincher against Milwaukee. On the NBA playoffs, 47 seconds, contact. Miller extends his defense. Halliburton on the attack. Allen on the wing. Siakam attacks in 25 seconds. Unbelievable. Halliburton sizes up Jerome, and here he comes to the cup. So he can't challenge.
No, that's a great call. And if you're the cat, your guys have got to do a much better job of getting open.
Carlisle's going to let him play. Halliburton steps back, and it is over. The Indiana